Hello everyone, สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Happy Linksway channel. Today I'm gonna make a box pleated skirt to prepare for the upcoming event, the Thai New Year. We're gonna wear the Thai costume to make a parade in the temple. Normally it's gonna be like a skirt or sarong, but I turn the pattern to suit it myself, and this is the pleated skirt we can use in the daily life also. So let's get started.
The fabric is a bit heavy. The size is 100 centimeter by 180 centimeter long. So it's no pattern to measure your waistline, your waist circumference, and the height of the skirt. I just measure just below the knee. So half of the fabric pin it all around to make it in place, and then measure the length, the size of the fabric as shown, plus half inch on the top and 1.5 inch at the bottom for seam allowance, and then draw the line all the way just like that. Then we will cut it off. That will be our skirt. No pattern making for this one. You just have to pin and secure it, otherwise it's gonna move about. Yeah, and then cut through all the way lengthwise like that. Okay, we will fold half of the fabric like this. This is a fold line. It will be 8 pleated, 4 in the front and 4 in the back. We will work on the right side of the fabric. And first of all, we have to measure our waistline and the pleated to divide the fabric to make the pleated. Okay, we will start by measure from the fold line. This is gonna be the half of our waist circumference. Then we will divide 4 parts when you measure it, and then mark with the pin or the tailor chalk, and then from that measurement, half of our waist circumference, we fold half of the measure tape, and then we will fold half again. My waist is 29. Yes, this will be one of 8 part of my waist pleat. Next, I will measure from that waist line to the end of the fabric. Leave the 1.5 inch for the seam allowance, which is I will make it about 20 inches, and then we will do the same as the waist part. This will be the pleat that high in the back of the skirt. Fold half and then half again, which is this will be for one of the 4 parts. It's 5 inch. Okay, we'll start at the fold line on the top on the waistline. Now, start at the fold line. Then we will measure 2.5 inches, which is half of the hidden pleat. The first one is just half. when we open the fabric, it's gonna be the 5 inches, the full size. Mark with tailor chalk. The next one, add the dark in the paper. This is the 1/8 of the waist circumference. Mark it. I prefer to use the pin because sometimes the chalk is not really shown and it disappears. Next one is the number 2, 5 inches. And the next one is the waist. It is 3 and 5/8 inches. Next one is a 5 inch. Should you carry on this to the end of the fabric, which is we're gonna have 4 part of waist and 4 part of the hidden pleat, just like in the paper. It's gonna be a bit confused when you first start, but if you don't understand, you have to go back and start watching again, like that. So this is half size of the skirt, half part. So we have 4 part of the waist and 4 part of the hidden pleated. And that's the end. It's the seam allowance that we do before. This is we finished the half part of the skirt. So on the back we also gonna mark at the same every mark that we did before, which is you can use the tracing wheel and the tracing paper, like that, which is easier. Mark the same line that we did before, or you can mark with the tailor chalk, but I prefer the pin, so use the pin to mark at the same place on the back, but just try not to pin both part of fabric together. So it's whatever method that you like. The point is just like the exactly point that we mark, we measure. So if every pleated will be balanced and the same size. So it will be 4 pleated in the front and 4 pleated in the back. Plus we have exact size of the waist circumference. Once we mark all the way, we will take the pin that secure the both part of the skirt out and spread the full length of the fabric, and then we're gonna start to make the pleated. Open all the fabric, stretch it out, and then we're gonna start at the right side first on the right hand side on the pretty side. That's the seam allowance, and then fold the first mark and put it on that's the first one. Then that's that one the waist, and that one the hidden one. Use the pin mark the first from the back, and then put on the other mark, and then fold in the back like that. Pin the 2 points that we mark together. So use the pin pull through like that. It will be exactly point that we mark, and then pin that 2 points together. It's just temporary. And we will fold that in the back. This one it's more like leftover part, so leftover from the waist circumference. Mark at the center. You can use a pin or use the scissors needed, and then put the center that we mark at the same place that we fold the 2 sides of fabric together. Then we will pin it on like that. It's hard to explain, just looking at what I did, and it's not that complicated. It is a bit confused. I don't know what to say. Yeah, and that's the first one finished. Then the next one is that space. The first space is the waistline, and the second space is the hidden pleated. Mark the pin from the back. Mark it to the second point. Fold at the back and pin that mark together. And then mark the center point of the hidden pleated, and then we will fold it and attach it to the front part. Make it equally by that the middle part of the hidden one at the same point of the one that we fold at the front, and pin it. What? We got the second one. If still not get it, let's do another one. The next gap is the waist space 1/8, and the next one is the hidden one. Pin from the back and put it through another point. Then we'll form the hidden pleated on the back like that. Pin the front one together. Mark the center of the hidden one. Fold it. Make it equally like that, and pin both sides, left and right. I intend to make it slowly, so I think anyone can understand it eventually. Next one. First gap is the waist slide. The next one is a hidden one, hidden pleat. Do the same pin from the back, fold it half, and put the needle of the hidden pleated, and then mark it, and then fold the back to the front equally, and pin to secure it. Another pleated. What have we got now? 3.5. Remember, the first one is our half. The next one, the first gap, also the same. Okay. Let's get this secure first. Repeat it. Alright. Keep doing all the way around, so you have 7 full pleated in the front, and the last 2 on the side, it will be half, and that's where we join the skirt together with the zipper. Let's focus on this first. Yeah, the first gap also the waist, and the next gap is the hidden pleat. This is the last one. You fold it to that side, like that, and pin it. And that's the seam allowance on the both ends. We will join it with the zipper later. Now it's done folding the pleated like that. The pleated that we saw in the front, it's 1/8 of the waist circumference. Now we're gonna measure again to see if it's the right size of the waist that we intend to do. Mine is 29. Yeah, it is 29 inches. Yep. That we will pin and sew it all the way to make it in place first. First of all, it's not really in place. It could be turned over when we are sewing. So pin the pleated in place with the pin first. And then we will sew. This is like on the waistline. With not 1/2 inch seam allowance. And we will sew the side seam allowance together. The top one will be the zipper. I use 9 inches zipper, which is we will use the long stitch for this first, just for like temporary secure, and mark at the 9 inches. Here is the after this we will sew shorter stitch, like 2.5 or 3. Sew down about 1 inch, and then still put the needle in place. Lift the foot pressure up. We turn around. We don't do like back and forth like we used to do because it will cause the tension and the zipper part at the bottom. It won't look nice, so we turn around like this and turn back again. Then we sew down to the bottom hem of the skirt with the our usual stitch about 2.5 or 3. Iron open the seam and zigzag or overlock the edge. Now we're gonna put the zipper. I use the hidden zipper. Put it on the where we mark and tack on the both side. And then we will cut off the loose seam that we temporarily sew before to open the space for sewing the zipper like that, and then pull the lip over. Then pull the zipper down, push the head of the zipper underneath first. It's a bit difficult, but just do it slowly. You can do it. Push it down to hide it inside so we can sew the zipper easily. I'm not very keen on sewing zipper, so you can tell how I'm a bit awkward. Then use the zipper foot. It's been a long time that I sew the zipper. If I can avoid it, I have to confess I will use button or the tie with bow or something else, but this is have to be zipper, so let's do it. Put the zipper foot in place first. This for the hidden zipper. And pull the thread through the hole of the zipper foot. Let's start sewing one side at a time. We put it in place and sew it slowly, and use a tip of finger to help it. So it's so as close as the teeth as you can, because it will be the nice look when we finish. It's closed properly. Do it. Look at me. Yeah. Use the hand to help. I did it 3 times. to make it right. Close properly. For anybody who can do this, so just skip this part. It will take some time for me to finish the zipper. Just sew only to the part that we marked. I have 2 long zips, so I have to cut off and use the bias tape to finish the end of the zip. One side done, have to do another side. Do the same slowly and sew it as close at the zipper tip as you can, but not on it. Zipper is done, yay! And push the header out, and then you can pull it through. And then take off the tag. That's the second time. It's not that close yet. I have to sew it one more time. Then we will make the waistband. I use the interface fabric without the glue. Cut the same length of the outer waist plus 2 inches, and the fabric is also double size of the interfacing, and with a 1/2 inch seam allowance all around 4 parts. Yeah, we put the interfacing on the wrong side of the fabric, and then with the about 1/2 inch seam allowance, fold it on like that. Pin all the way and then tag. Put so the tagging stitch all the way with the length of the waistband. After we tag it, it will look like this. And then we will finish the both end of the waistband. Pin the end of the interfacing on the fabric first, and then fold it down like that. And pin it again, and the other end, fold it inside like that. And then pinch it. Then we're gonna sew to close the end like that. The other end we also do the same, and then we sew close the both ends. Then trim the excess seam out. Just have a little bit left, like a 1/4 inch, and then turn it out, turn inside out like that. it will form like a pocket. Do it both ways. And it will be like that. And we're gonna fold the other part of seam allowance inside equally to the other side, and then iron it all the way down. Yeah, do it slowly, bit by bit. It would look like this. It's like a pocket, and then we will put it on the skirt waistline. Before that, let's finish the zipper first because I didn't finish it before. Just sew the edge of the zipper on the seam allowance. This one we have to use the normal zip foot pressure. Sew it on and then pull the tacking stitch out, that black one. And then fold the side on the top of the zipper and sew it in place before we put the waistband on. Now we're gonna put the pocket of the waistband on start from the left hand side. So the edge of the waistband on the sewing line of the upper of the skirt, and the other end on the right, that will be about 2 inches. Yeah. Arrange it well and then pin it all around. And when you reach the other end of the zipper, it will be longer on the right hand side. And it will look like that. The longer one is inside. And now we're gonna sew the waistband to the skirt all around 4 sides. Yes, start from the right end that have a longer tail of the waistband and then sew all around. It's quite thick, so at the end of the waistband might have to use something sharp to help pushing the waistband to the foot pressure. Once it's done, it will look like that. And we will hand sew the, okay. Take off that tacking stitch out and put the hook on the left hand side and the eyes on the underneath. Arrange it well, hide it inside. And the last part is the bottom hem. We will do double fold of the seam allowance. The first fold that we draw the line, it's half inch or so it's gonna be 1 inch or like 3 centimeter from the bottom hem, and that's the first line. The second line that we will do double fold, draw about 5 centimeter or 2 inches all around the skirt also. This is draw on the wrong side, the inner of the skirt, like that. And then we will fold the first one, fold on the first line and then double fold to the second line. So iron it so it will be look nicely, and double fold on the second line like that all around. Fold and pinch it. Yeah, it's all around, and then I'll do hand stitch, the hidden stitch all around. You could do sewing with the machine, but I think hand stitch would look nicer. Here it is, it's already done. Fold pleat on the front and another fold pleat in the back. Let's try it on with my traditional blouse. It look like that. In the ordinary day, you can just wear with t-shirt or other lace blouse. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share if you like it. See you next time.